What is up, YouTube? Vintage and Snap here again. Today I'm going to be showing off my Broncos collection. It's honestly quite a bit bigger than I thought. It's grown a lot recently, I guess. I'm not going to be showing every Broncos hat that I own, but I'm going to focus on the more popular styles and brands that most of you would know. Yeah. So I'm going to start off with the scripts. This one's pretty cool. Yeah, you're thinking it's probably in a script, but it's actually a fitted back script. So it's pretty cool. It's a size 7 3/8. Sports specialties, obviously. It was really the logo that stuck out on this, and I always loved the Pro Line side logo. Anyways, I copped this off Gustavo. I'm sure most of you guys know him. Gus Killa. He runs the Vintage Exchange group on Facebook, so if you're not in that, join it today. And he gave me a good deal on this quite a while back, so shout out to you, Gus. Next, I have another one that is a back script, except for this one is a snapback. Got the Pro Line on the back, the nice Broncos over there, and sports specialties again, obviously. I got this off Adam Deadsnap. Pretty dope guy. He's got a ton of heat. He's a really nice guy to talk to, and he's willing to hook it up if you're willing to pay. So yeah, thank you, Adam. Next, I have this really cool script that came in the mail today after the long weekend. It's a corduroy, orange dome corduroy, zip back, obviously. I'm pretty stoked about this hat because honestly, haven't really seen many orange dome corduroys. Again, it's not a hat everyone's looking for, but for the Broncos collectors, I think it's one that people would be super stoked to have because I haven't really seen many of them. Corduroys aren't really my favorite hat because they kind of lack the structure, but I think they're pretty dope to rock forwards, and yeah, they fit to your head pretty nice. So thank you, eBay, for this, even though she shipped in a puzzle box. And I also have this corduroy coming up. This was one of my really early buys off of eBay when I first started collecting. I was feeling pretty confident about my cleaning, and I decided I want to use bleach. And as you can see, I kind of screwed it up a little bit. It kind of looks a little faded in a few spots because I used bleach. Luckily, the front is still perfect. Anyways, so Blue Dome Broncos double line, and it's sick. Shout out to eBay for this one as well. And this one has a kind of a cool story. I was gonna do a trade with the guy. I sent him the hat. He was lagging on shipping or whatever, and he got the hat in that I was supposed to send him. Turns out he didn't like the fit of it, so he shipped it back, and with the hat that he shipped back, he actually sent me this. And I actually had this for a long time, and I didn't realize that it was one that I didn't have. I kind of assumed it was the same as the other one, then I kind of looked more into it and saw that this was a single line, so that's pretty dope. I believe his name's The Hills Have Snap. No. I don't know, but I'll shout him out if I can remember it. Whoops. All the corduroys are sports specialties, if some of you guys didn't know that. But anyways, this next one I showed you guys as well in my last video. It is the Broncos Orange Dome Twill. I gotta find a good song. Okay. Broncos Orange Dome Twill script. Awesome condition, young and snaps. Still not sure if I love this hat or not, but obviously it's going to stay in the collection because it's Broncos. Shout out eBay. Next up, I have this one. Broncos White Dome Twill. Sports Specialties, McGregor. I actually have had this for a long time. I bought it in a small lot from a pretty nice guy, 96 Till Infinity. He had a brief stunt selling some of his hats. I think he just needed some cash. But anyways, he really hooked it up with this and a few others that I don't have anymore. But I'm pretty excited to rock this football season. So shout out to you, 96 Till Infinity. Next up, I have this White Dome. Super dope side logo that I love as always. I got this off of MJ Hats. He's over in Canada. He gave me a pretty good deal on it. I haven't really got the chance to do a good clean on it yet, but I was really happy when I saw him post this up on the WWVSE page. So thank you, MJ at MJ's Hats. Really appreciate it. Next up is the Broncos TCW Sports Specialties, the Twill. Again, another awesome side logo. I love these two. They go great together. This one is pretty great condition overall. I got this off my friend James. Greg, I guess. Anyways, he's a pretty dope guy. He collects Broncos hats as well. He hooked me up on this because he doubled on it. And so I really appreciate it, Greg. At Searching for Vintage. Don't forget to tag me in Broncos hats before you tag him. Okay. And these next two, actually kind of a funny story. So, not this one, okay. Wait. Okay, so this was one of the first hats that I ever got when I got into the game. I had just started up my page and I won a raffle on the Vintage Exchange page. I think it was like $10 entry and like 10 people entered or something, and I won. And I got a lot of hats and I sold them, and actually Adam Dead Snap again, Dead_Snap, traded me this, I should say. This was one of my first Broncos scripts, and I was really excited about having it, and I'm still excited. It's an awesome fit, and I love it. Thank you, Adam. And I actually copped this one off eBay just recently. I assumed that I was doubling. Actually, I can't even tell which is which, but I assumed that I was doubling on the one that I had gotten off Adam, but it turns out I actually didn't have this one yet. It's like a slight difference. I'm not really sure, but yeah. Thanks, eBay. Alright, next we have another pretty cool little duo. You guys have all seen this one. The John Elway script, the awesome 7 sewn into it, and then of course the NFL side logo. I didn't really show you guys condition last time. It's honestly in pretty decent condition. I wouldn't mind if it was a little better, but you can't really ask for much when you're buying a hat this rare. I had this come in the mail today, and it goes awesome with this one. They go together perfectly. I was searching for this one for a while. I actually hadn't seen it around, and I saw it on eBay, and I noticed that it was being sold by Overtime Sports. He's a pretty dope guy. I've talked to him a couple times, but anyways, I hit him up and I was like, hey, what can you do, because I don't have the kind of cash for that right now. And we were able to work out a trade. I actually traded him one of my Rockies hats that I wasn't like necessarily looking to get rid of, but honestly I'm much happier to have this than the Rockies hat, because this is crazy dope. I didn't have it yet. The awesome side logo that I love, and it matches Elway perfectly. So thank you, Jeremy at Overtime Sports. Really hooked it up on that. Next I'm going to go into some of the pretty popular designs, but they're kind of slept on a little bit. So yeah. First I've got here is the Bronco White Dome Laser. Awesome condition. Overall pretty good, yes. Yeah, not much to say about this. I was on the search for it for a while. No one was really selling one. I hit up the bro Snaps on Racks, another Broncos collector, and he let me grab this off him for a really good price because he had doubles of it. So I'm happy to have this. It adds to my laser and shadow collection. I actually used to collect them, but I got rid of quite a few, so I'm kind of down to Broncos and Mariners. So yeah, shout out Snaps on Racks on this. Thanks, bro. And next is the Shadow, Broncos Shadow. I actually can't remember who I got this off of because it was forever ago. Oh, I got it from a guy from Hawaii at Just Enjoy Shop. This was like forever ago, but he hooked me up. Yeah. And I actually just found a sticker on it, but anyways, shout out to Just Enjoy Shop. Great condition, adds to the lasers and shadows. And then I showed you guys this one on my last video, the Black Dome Laser, which is super clean. I love the Black Dome lasers of really any team. But as you know, this is a good piece for a Broncos collector like myself to have. I believe it's one of two. Correct me if I'm wrong, not entirely sure. But really happy to have this. Only one I'm missing is the Black Dome Broncos Shadow, which I've actually never seen in my life. So if you happen to have that and you're not telling anyone, please hit me up. I would greatly appreciate it. Next up, I have got Broncos kind of plain logo. I'm not really sure what it's called since it has the Broncos underneath it. But it's by Sports Specialties. The dope side logo right there. Pro line on the back. Snaps are a little bit rough, but you know, it's fine. Great condition. And it's just a clean fit overall. Shout out to my dude at Hector Vintage Jr. He's a great friend of mine, Hector McGoyan. He's always selling me hats that I need and for a great price. Never tries to pull one over on me, and he's always a homie. Great guy to talk to. So thank you, Hector, for this. This next one I've actually never worn. I'm not really sure why. I've always just left the tags on. So it's dead stock with the tags. It is a starter bubble. You can hardly see the Broncos, kind of hard to tell when you're not in good lighting. But it's dope, Denver Broncos. And then it's got the awesome starter patch right there. As you can see, awesome condition. Never worn it. Maybe I'll pop the tags. Maybe not. I'm not sure. It's got the awesome side logo that you know I love. Yeah, I copped this a really long time ago when I first started collecting. Still never popped the tags. But yeah, shout out to at Throwback Threads for this. This next hat is the Sports Specialties Grid, which is a pretty dope style, honestly. But the fit, I honestly hate. I can't stand the fit of these. It's got the awesome logo right there, the newer Broncos logo. And then it's got Sports Specialties on the back, Pro line. Sports Specialties. These hats are a really cool design, but the fit is way too shallow for me. But it's always a good piece to keep in the collection. Shout out to my friend Jesse Lau at JLauX. Traded me this, actually one of my first transactions ever. So thank you, Jesse. This next one, I'm actually not really sure what it's called. It's a design that's kind of slept on because of that side logo that's so big. I don't know why I decided to include this, but I just really like the design of it. And of course the side logo, it's super dope. Great condition. Can only say I've worn it a couple times. I got this off eBay before I even made my page, probably like about a year and a half ago now. And I've only worn it probably like 2 or 3 times. But anyways, crazy hat that I love, but everyone seems to sleep on. Shout out eBay. Next up, I've got this by Youngin. I think it's by Youngin. Yeah, by Youngin. It's pretty dope hat, honestly. It has a nice fit to it, and it's like curved bill, which I like. It's kind of a bar style, but I'm not really entirely sure. Broncos, Denver, orange dome, and it has these really weird thin straps or snaps that a lot of people don't like. I wasn't really a big fan of them, but honestly, it's a pretty comfortable hat. Made by Youngin again, green underbrim, super dope. Thank you again, Hector, for this one. Alright, next up we have this hat that I'm really excited about. I've had it for a while now, but my friend Tommy hooked me up with this, them_snaps with a Z at the end. I was really wanting one of these when I first started collecting, but I hadn't seen one. And I saw him post it up one day, and luckily I was able to buy it from him that night. He gave me a good deal on it. And it's logo 7 Twill. Twill is my favorite for sharks and splashes, which a lot of people hate. But honestly, I love the fit of the Twill logo 7 splashes and sharks. So if you have a team that I want that is Twill, hit me up. Thank you, Tommy, for this. Not for sale. Next up, I have the Denver Broncos Shark Tooth, which everyone knows about. Shark Tooths, you know, everyone wants them. This has been in my collection. One of my first vintage Broncos hats that I ever bought. Logo Athletic side logo. Pro Line logo that I love on the back. Pretty great condition still. It was dead stock when I got it. Funny story about this and the next couple hats. I actually got this off eBay as well, but I talked to the guy and asked him if he had any more Broncos hats, and he showed me like 50 or so. I've probably copped like 20 of them total. Only a few of them in this video though. This was actually one of them that I pointed out, and yeah, he gave me a good deal on this. So thank you, guy on eBay. I doubt you'll ever watch this, but thanks. That leads me to this. The starter Shockwave, Denver Broncos. A lot of people collect these hats over in the UK, and I've been asked if I'll sell it quite a few times. But honestly, I just think it belongs in the Broncos collection. And if I were to ever sell it, I think it's going to go to a Broncos fan. If some of you don't have this style, it's actually a Velcro back. And no, it's not youth. If you know anything about starter Shockwaves, they are actually Velcro backs. So yeah, if you have a snapback one, it's definitely a youth size. So dead stock condition on the inside. Honestly, not a terrible fit, but not a great fit. It's got the starter right there. This was also dead stock when I bought it, and it's still in dead stock conditions. I just popped the tags. This one was an eBay cop as well. That brings me right onto this one. Ooh. The Denver Broncos old school Shockwave. Again, starter. Pro Line, Velcro back, which I already mentioned. This one's in pretty great condition as well. No flaws or anything. I actually copped this one off of Snapbacks Unlimited. Chris Santos, great guy. He hooked it up pretty low. There's a small moth hole in the brim, but you know, it's not bothering me because I'm not planning on getting rid of this hat. Just like the other one, not for sale. So if you ask, I will say no. And then I have the Broncos Diamond. This style is really cool. and I really love it. It's by Logo Athletic, and it has a great fit. This one's practically dead stock condition, no tags, obviously. Funny story about this one. Before I found vintage hats, I actually bought the Mitchell and Ness version of this one. I know you guys hate that. I'm not really a big fan of them now anymore, but it was like the first Mitchell and Ness hat that I ever bought of the like 2 or 3 that I did buy. So I was really happy when I found this one vintage, the vintage version of the Mitchell and Ness one anyways. The vintage version is definitely a lot better. Mitchell and Ness kind of stole the style and made it blue. Anyways, super dope. Really happy to have this. I actually doubled on it the other day on eBay. So if you do want this hat, it is for sale. Not this one, but the one that I copped off eBay. So yeah, hit me up. And the last hat, actually not the last hat, sorry. This is also a Logo Athletic diamond. It's a little different because it doesn't have the outside diamonds, but it does have the Broncos side logo, which I love, obviously. And the Pro Line patch on the back, Logo Athletic on the side. Oh, forgot that I still have the cardboard in here for when I restored it. Anyways, I like this hat. Copped it for 17 bucks, which is for the low on eBay. I don't know if it's really popular style amongst most collectors, but I'm happy to have it because it's a nice fit, and you can't beat a good Broncos hat. So, yeah, shout out eBay. Next up, I'm going to show you guys, oh wait, actually I have one more Broncos hat. So this came in the mail today as well. When it came in, I was really upset because I found about 10 moth holes that weren't mentioned. And I hit up the seller, and he said he didn't notice them, which is understandable because as a seller myself, I understand we kind of sometimes don't really notice stuff. Anyways, he issued me a partial refund, so I'm happy to have this. It kind of looks cool, even if it's pretty beat up with the moth holes and stuff. So I'm happy to rock this, even though it's kind of faded and has moth holes. I'm not going to tell you guys the seller's name because that's kind of unprofessional of me. But anyways, thank you. You know who you are. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to have a blockhead finally, even though it's bad condition. And next I'm going to show you guys some of my just NFL hats. They're not any other NFL team, but they're NFL. So I consider them part of my Broncos collection. I already showed you guys both of these, but I think I need to show them again because they're so freaking beautiful. Pro Bowl Splash, tricolor, which I love. The blue bill and the blue color right here. Logo Athletic, not bad condition at all. So yeah, I already showed you guys this, but I want to show it off some more. And then we have the black and red one. Pro Bowl again, 1996. Logo Athletic. Pretty good condition. Shout out Decades of Dope for this. And next I have this. Starter NFL plain logo. It's an older white tag starter, so I know it's going to be a pretty comfortable fit. I'm pretty excited about this because I love plain hats, and it kind of looks like it's Broncos colors, which I love. Shout out to Young, I don't know his name, Young something. Anyways, I'll tag him. Thank you for this. And then I also have this one, the NFL plain logo by Sports Specialties. This one is honestly not that great of condition, but I got it in a trade, and it was messy as hell, and I did a lot of work on it, and now it's decent. So if you have another Sports Specialties plain logo, white or black, please hit me up. I recently started a collection, and it'd be dope to finish it. And I need to show you guys what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing my WWVSE Youngin Bar Mariners colorway with the dope side logo, and it's It's made from Youngin Blanks, obviously. If you guys don't know about Worldwide Vintage Snapback Exchange, Here's what I can tell you. It's a super dope group that I'm crazy happy to be a part of. Everyone in there is super friendly, and it's kind of like a family. Always there to help each other out with any questions, whatever. Look out for each other with hats. Just talk, talk about whatever, life. They're always there for you. And so I think it's good to rock the fam. And I'm also wearing this super crazy Ronald Reagan shirt today. It's got Ronald Reagan in a bathrobe. I don't know. It's one of my favorite shirts. You'd be surprised how many people actually don't know who Ronald Reagan is. Yeah, it's pretty sad. And I want to let you guys know, I do plan on making a restoration video here soon. I have the hat in that I plan on restoring. I just haven't really had the time to restore it because I started school back up and I've been working a lot and running the business. So maybe I'll try to clean it tonight and take a video and post it tomorrow or something. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be posting lots of hats for sale up on Etsy and Instagram. So hit me up if you guys see anything you want. Giveaway at 1,500. On the lookout for a dope hat that I can cop and give away to you guys, my followers, supporters, customers, everyone out there. So thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more soon. Hopefully, maybe I'll do another pickup video in a couple weeks. Give me feedback as always. I'm still new to YouTube. This is my third video, I think. I don't know how to edit or any of that crap, so I want your guys' feedback. Let me know what you want me to do. If I don't get your comment right away, it's because I haven't figured out how to. Anyways, thank you, and Vintage Snap out.